All right, we are live, I believe. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's do this here. Get to my YouTube. Sorry for running late today. My apologies. My apologies. Let's go YouTube. This right here. Oh, laptop wants to be slow. What are we doing? Watch out, bro. Let's do this here. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for jumping on. Good morning to everyone here. All right, let's get some signals going here. Let's turn this thing on with the high ATR here. Now we're gonna have we're going to have excuse me, a lot of movement when it comes to these new signals. And the reason for it is the ATR is really high. So we have the ATR sitting at almost 30, 24, almost 30, but yeah, 24. So these movements are going to be massive. I would prefer to trade micros when the ATR is this high, but because I don't have the update yet, I don't want to go through and set up a whole new system for it. And so instead, what we're going to do is just trade with two contracts on the NQ uh, for today, and then we'll let it run, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll have those updates here that we're waiting for. I should get them later today, so we'll see. But all is good. So nothing new from yesterday to today. Should be the same old, same old. What's going on, D-Lou? What's going on, Coach? How you guys doing? What's going on, Coach K? Hope all is well with you guys as well. Let's see what we got here. Okay, good trade here so far. Had to eat a lot of drawdown, but really good trade here. Let's see what we got. Let's do this here as well. All right, so any news for us today? Nope. So we're good there. Good there. Is it low? Let me see. Okay, how's my audio now? Let me know. Maybe I'm just talking quietly, but let me know. Good morning, Rami. Good morning to you, my friend. All right. So really good trade here. We didn't take it, but this is phenomenal right here. This sell signal down to here, outstanding move. So we had to eat up a lot of drawdown, eat up about 20 points, 21 points on that, but then it ended up falling in our favor, about 76 points. This trade ended up closing out at 47 points. So really good trade right there. Let's see if we can get ourselves a long position here. That's what we're hoping for at least. Let's see. Bot likes a long. I'm cool with that, but I need to see if it wants to take a trade or not. Let's see. Can we get a fill or an entry on this candle here? So I've been having issues with this here, and I think the issues will be resolved when we get the updates, but we're gonna see. So we should be in a long right here, and I don't know, like we could end up getting into this position a little bit later. we could end up not getting in this position at all. So I'm just not 100% sure yet. Now this thing didn't trigger either. There's no, that's weird. Okay. So maybe we have to let the first one go. I'm not sure. Right. Okay. Huh. Strange. All right. So how's this trade going to turn out? Now with this one, me personally, probably taking half off the table at this on the top of this candle right here, just with how fast price is moving. And then I might let this one run a little bit, but I probably wouldn't let this trade go negative. And so probably exiting somewhere in here. So we probably would have had two decent wins, made a couple $100 potentially on this trade had we gotten into it. And yes, if price rebounds and runs, that's great. But to take a long off of this price action here, I think is really aggressive, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. Audio A-okay. Awesome, Rob. Thank you for that. Good morning, my friend. So we need to, the way we'll know we get an alert is when our log steps up and shows one. So we just need to wait for that to occur first. But it doesn't look like we got any signals so far. I think we have everything correct too. Let me check one more time. Settings, good. Okay. Interesting. All right. All right, well, let's wait for the next one then. Okay, so this trade probably going to carry itself on. But as you guys can see, like this would be, and again, ATR is really high, so this move looks small, but it's really sizable. This is 10 points at the peak of this candle from entry to close, or to the peak. This move moved up another 8 candles, and then this one closes as a loss. So interesting there. Let's see what, okay, so buy signal here. Now again, why are we not getting our fills? We do have a log of it though. We did get an alert. That's good. So let's see if we end up getting filled just way later on this trade or not. We do have that. And let's go, while this thing is screaming up, of course we're not in the trade. Let's make sure we have everything set up properly. I feel like I need to make this, I don't want to do this, but good until canceled. I feel like that's what I need to be doing for all these. I don't want to, but I don't love the idea of it. Resubmit the form. Good till canceled. I mean, what's wrong with it? Okay, cool. All right, so we're not in this trade, which is fine, but damn, what a really good move that was. Sell signal here. Okay, this one could be tricky. So what would happen is we'd have to see if price can run and hold above like this level right there. Okay, so we're in the trade now. Okay. Okay, there's 100, 150, 190. Okay, price could really be screaming here. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Minus 20, minus 50, minus 110, minus 240. Let's see if price can hold here, if we're going to run a little bit higher. Had a chance to get out with some evenness, but nope, not this one. Let's see what we got here. Minus 370, 410. Okay, we'll close that one out, minus 640. So we had a chance to be profitable, or at least take take some profit here, and we just didn't do it. So that was a pretty good chance for us to kind of see how the bot might work. Now again, trading with the ATR at this level, probably want to go micros, probably want to go something like, we're in a new trade here, probably want to go something like 10 micros, and then we can scale out, maybe 3 at a time, something like that. Trading with 2 contracts with ATR this high, we're going to see a lot of price movement, so not to be alarmed by that. There's 130. Let's see. Do we want to take any off the table yet? We'll wait. Okay, price is really skying on us. Really skying. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Let's see. Definitely want to get a partial if we can. Let's see here. All right, so new position. Whoa, we're getting run up on pretty good here. Let's see. Just because we have too many contracts on. Let's see what we got. Okay, 410, 370. I'm gonna hold this position a little bit, and if we can get to profit, great. If we can't, we can't. Let's see. This is really good to show because when the market is really hot, when the ATR is really high, what we like, these might be losses, which is fine. Okay, we'll close that one out. These are losses. I don't have a problem with any of these losses. How we would manage this is just use less risk. So less contracts, and then we trade micros while the ATR is at 23 or 24. Like this is all I think really good to see here. Okay, so another sell signal. We're shorting this sell. Eventually we'll get something right here. Let's see. Okay, there's 150, 190, 170, 210, 230. Good, 300. Okay, I'll take one off the table there. Oh, I actually hit sell. That was stupid. I meant to hit buy. That was really dumb. Maybe one. There we go. Back to where we were. Okay. And took one off the table there. I accidentally hit sell. I'm used to being in buys here, not sells, so my apologies. Okay, so we're down 170, down 230, down 360. Well, we're getting smoked right now. -4. 470, 500. Yeah, we're getting crunched. So while the markets are running like this and the ATR is as high as it is, obviously we're trying to find these shorts, but it's just not paying out for us. Like we're just not getting what we should be getting on some of these trades. So all that means is that we have to lower our risk. So I should be on buy, not sell. All right. So to exit these positions partially, we're getting a lot of trades, which is really good. We got to click buy and we would close one off the table. There's 470, 350. We'll take 200 off the table there. See if we can get this thing to keep running down for us. 230, good. Okay, this helps the cause a little bit. Okay, we'll take what 185 off that one as well. Okay, so solid trade there. Again, the reason or the way that we would want to manage these trades is not going to be with, and I'll have to update some of the settings so that our stop loss makes sense. But what we want to do is just use less risk. So the dollars and cents, I'm less worried about because we can offset that by bringing down our contracts from 2 down to 1, or going and trading micros, or only trading when the ATR gets below a certain level. That also would be helpful as well. So really good stuff. Biggest takeaway so far for me today, this morning, this past few minutes, is that this strategy works best when the ATR is lower, not higher. Probably still during market hours, but not while the ATR is at 30. And if it is, okay, no problem. Then we just need to reevaluate and probably go with like 6 micros, and then cut those losses when we need to. And that way we'd be down probably a couple $100 rather than 1,000 or so, whatever it is. Yes, sounds good. Great, Grising. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Jay? Yeah, no doubt, Bobby. Great work. Rami, this is one of the things that I have to continue to work on myself as well. So these are the updates that I knew we would get something like this, where we would get price rolling rolling a certain direction, and then we would try to short or go long against the grain on some of this. I knew this would happen. We just hadn't seen it yet. But what I'd like to do is probably the first time, maybe the second time around, we'll see, is either have a high low ATR signal. And so let me kind of show you this. Here are my alerts. I've got a high ATR settings. Essentially, I just move the stop loss further down, which isn't the right way to do it, but I just want to show you guys this for today. So I can move the stop loss further, which doesn't always make the most sense because then your losses just get larger, makes it harder to be profitable. That, or another option or idea is to then just go trade MNQ. So go trade MNQ here, and we would take trades off of this chart, and then we would just use this variation, which we certainly can do. So maybe we need to go do that. Let's make sure that let's go turn. Whoops. Let's go turn these settings off here, and I'll show you guys how this would work. So let's go here. We're gonna pause it, and then what we're gonna do is go to MNQ while the ATR is super high. All right, so ATR is sitting at like 20. So then what we would do is we'd want to go, let's keep all the settings the same. Move this to 15. We'll keep it at 20, 22, 23, whatever. We'll hit OK, fine, no problem. We'll go alert, add alert, and we'll go MNQ settings, MNQ bot, about that. We'll take this out, and I think we can, nope, that's not it. We can go and get cheat sheet. Is this what it is? Yeah, give me that. Put it in here, which I'll have all this for you. And then now before we let this thing run, what we need to do next is go to our strategy here. And because we're trading with mini or micros, we're going to change the settings from, let's go 8 to start. So we'll go 8 contracts. And then now that we're ready, we'll hit create. And then these two will be paused, and we should have a third that is active, MNQ bot. All right, so now we're gonna be trading on MNQ while the ATR is really high. And then like maybe in the afternoon, we would go ahead and trade just regular minis when the ATR settles down. If this makes sense. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. You kind of understand what I'm going for with this. All right. Okay. Question time. You mentioned ATR, so we should have ATR up in range. Remy, I've always been a advocate of having the ATR open. Like, yes, you always should. New trade here. Okay. Now remember, we're in 8 contracts here, so we can close these out. Let's say at 2 at a time. So there's 2. So I'll click buy 2 when I'm ready to close out of this position at some point. All right. Just kind of let this one go. All right, minus 40, minus 12. Good, minus 60, no problem. Okay. And so you can see how there's just way less damage done. I probably should have been in micros a little bit sooner, but oh well. Now we can see this live. 104, 130. Okay, so price is really moving. Can we hold this level or no? Is the question. If we can, then good. If we can't, then we got to figure something else out. Okay, there's 80. Okay. 28, 32. I'm okay with this so far. Okay. Probably could have gone 10 contracts and just done one whole mini, but then closed it out as we went on. I could have just done that. The reason that I want to have multiple contracts to close out is so we got price running here. Let's see if this is going to stick. If it is, we're out. Let's see. 208, 216. It's like this is a more reasonable loss for this time of day, I think. If that makes sense. Not $700. That would not be good. All right, if we get price to get profitable, we should probably take some off the table here. And I'll explain kind of what I think or why I think we should have multiple contracts to trade off of, which should be obvious, but I'd love to explain it if it's not. Let's see. So we're sitting kind of negative right now. Got price making this new high. That's not good for our cause. Let's see if price wants to retest this. If it runs through, we're out. If it doesn't, yeah, we're out. Okay, so minus 276. Okay, so not terrible, but not great. But that's probably a more reasonable loss for the morning, minus 200 bucks. Like that, I can live with. I can live with that pretty much all day, not $700. So I'll take this and I'll be okay with that. But the reason I want to have multiple contracts for us to close out on is so we can take partial take profits, and ideally we catch a move like maybe this one over here. We buy and we get a ton of really good movement, or even one down here. We buy over here and we get a nice movement. Ideally, we want to be in some of these larger moves, but the way to do that is to first secure some profit. Then you can hold on to the positions longer. You don't want to have like one contract and you're holding on for too long. That's not going to be suitable. All right, so sell signal here, no fill just yet. The other thing we can do is wait for these candles to close. All right, so there's our fill, pretty good fill, I would say. Now let's see how price wants to go here. Minus 16, plus 20, good. 48. Okay, so we'll take like 2 off the table right there. All right, just to kind of show you guys this. Let's see, 39, 12, minus 6, 33. Okay, price is really ripping, so going short on these is going to be tough. There's 18. And probably going short at this candle close makes sense. 36. Okay, we'll take 10 bucks on that one as well. 24, good. Good. Ooh, it was good, and it wasn't. Take 2. And let's see what this one wants to do here. 32, good. 34. Okay, we'll close that whole position out. Okay, so that makes more sense. Like this is how you probably need to trade when price is really running like this. You've got a ton of bullish movement. You could just go and turn the signal off and wait, or you could try and trade it just the way I did. So close out a little bit of your position at a time, couple positions at a time, or a couple contracts at a time, and then that will allow you the ability to kind of manage the way you want to manage. So hopefully that makes sense. But tough start to the morning. We got a huge run up in price, which is great. So you guys can see like this is how we need to make sure we're managing some of these positions. Because it can be very active. The strategy is going to be the best when price is chopping. Is my connection bad or okay, cool. So this is actually really good for you guys to see. Now some of these positions, like we're going to be able to optimize out some of these trades. So I'm not actually worried about that. So I'm actually okay with what's going on right here. But it's good for you guys to see, okay, we have a new signal, it looks like, maybe a partial take profit, if I had to guess. All right, so this trade's working out very nicely. Ideally, I like the trades when price is kind of flat. Like this trade right here is good. That's a weird one. That's a good one though. When price is really trending, it can get tough, which that's some of the best moves happen when price is trending to catch rebounds on, but hopefully that makes some sense. So continue to see. Okay. So when you get out of a trade, your trade's done, but the strategy might not be done yet. So ideally the stop loss gets moved down a little bit, but when you go short and you're out of the position fully, whatever that is, you will have to wait for the next trade to actually close out before you get a new signal. So keep that in mind as well. There will be times where you miss out on big moves. I've done this a couple times. The past couple lives, I've missed out on probably a couple moves with this. That'll be part of it. You know, we'll learn more patience later on, but like this is a really good trade. It just took it required a lot of patience that I didn't have or didn't want to have either way. So hopefully that makes some sense as well. How are you doing? Love to see in progress. Very interesting. Thanks, Kenny. Appreciate it. Yeah, Kenny. Today's been the day we've taken the most amount of trades, and unfortunately, we just caught this nice move. We tried to short this entire move, and each one of these positions had a chance to be profitable, but overall bad trade. Really good for the model though. The model probably caught all of these. Like this would be a really good chance to trade the model. So rebound back into the channel. These are always good trades, and then some up here as well. Push down over here. So good stuff there. But oops, the bot is going to trade it differently. So 66% win rate is fine. I'm okay with that for today. Ideally, that's going to be a little bit higher. As we talked about yesterday, we need to have a break even slash just profitable stop on a lot of these moves, because this trade technically, although it was a tough one, this trade is profitable here. All right, so we're in a long position now. Good. This trade's profitable, and then we get a partial take profit, of course, and then price rolls up all the way over here, and we close out negative. And so we had a loss on this one where we never should have had that, which I think is holding the stats down a little bit. I think our win rate's actually a little bit higher. So we'll mess with that later. All right, so fill wasn't great for this candle, so let's see what price wants to do here. I'm okay with a minus 250 probably, but let's just see where price wants to go. Kind of tough because I'm thinking that this bottom right here is probably where I would get out, but we're gonna have to hold through. So maybe two of these too little, maybe like 300 bucks here. I'm thinking that this level, that 613 level, is probably where I'm gonna let price go. And if we get below that, close out. If we don't, then we don't. Now, how we would mitigate this larger of a loss is just to go 6 contracts or 5 or 4. And then this way we wouldn't have to deal with being drawn on this much. But I do want to show you guys all these different things. This is why we're in the test phase. That's why I can't roll it out yet, because we got some things we got to work on. All right, so holding here. Okay, let's close. No, we'll keep it open for a second, I guess. Let's see what we got. So price kind of holding down here, roughly. Let's see what this wick wants to turn into. Oh, wait, ATR is sitting at about 18, 19. If we get down to like, I don't know, 15 maybe, then we'll definitely have the chance to use the strategy back on the minis. But for now, we'll just go micros. And it looks like probably where I need to have this is we'll probably go like 5 or 4. Then we would, let's go ahead and close this trade out. If we go about 5 contracts, I think on minis, I think our micros rather, I think that's going to be about the sweet spot while the ATR is really high. So the first like hour and a half of the market, either you don't trade, which is perfectly normal, you can do that, or you just trade on the micros, because I think that there's enough drawdown here that we just need to be cognizant of and not put a bunch of money at risk. So we'll keep that in mind here. Okay, so price kind of retracing its downward move. On the day, the markets are up barely. MSTR got crushed. What is that about? Coinbase got smoked. That makes sense. What else? How are the treasuries doing? But the 10-year is way down. That's really good to see. Okay, that's really good to see. All right, mortgage rates might be coming down. All right, trade still going, so we'll wait. This is really good action for us to see, because we haven't seen the bot get punched in the face yet. And today is the day. Today is the day. This is why I'd spend more time testing than anything, because you have to be able to see like what these days look like in order to what we got here so far. Not bad, but bad. If you haven't experienced these days where you're just losing a bunch of trades, well then you're not prepared for it. And so I'd much rather you guys see these trades and like know like, oh, okay, on these types of days I just need to wait and be patient. So good for us to see. What's good off Fatal? How you doing, my friend? Welcome in, welcome in. No trades right now. We're waiting. Okay. Let's see. So this buy signal was okay. Partial take profit gets hit, but not a whole lot else is going on here. So like in this trade, if I was in this one, I'd probably call that my bottom. If price runs through this, exit. If it holds, then we would stay. But I'd probably be out of this trade here, personally. Just cut my losses, call it a day. Morning, Bill. Morning, my friend. Good morning to you as well. I bugging or? Yeah, incomplete is correct. Okay. So this one's trending in not the right direction, but we got some pop here. Okay. All right. There we go. So some of this drawdown is going to be interesting for us to deal with. Let's see, where's my measuring tape here? So this drawdown was 15 points total, 15 and a half. And so we'd have to settle and understand what type of risk we need to be willing to take here. So 15 times, technically it has to be 5. Let's see. 60 times 6, 360. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So $2 per tick. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll get ourselves another trade here coming up. We'll see. Okay, 11 points there. So we would do 11 times 2 times 8. We'd be up 176 at the peak. So still a little bit negative there on the drawdown versus run up, but let's see. There goes price. All right, good. And so some of these positions, I'm thinking that if this trade specifically, if we'd gotten in at the close, I think that would have been a much better situation for us. We would have saved ourselves a little bit of money on that. So again, like these are just some small things that if I can get adjusted, we'd be down maybe 10 points as a drawdown, which is fine. But at most, we'd have been up. I don't know. It'd have been right here. If we got into the close right there, we'd be up 20 points at the peak. So that would be a much better situation. Down 10, but up 20, if that makes sense. And then we would have, again, another thing is a take profit sitting somewhere like right here to close the trade out. So it couldn't go negative anymore. We still have the trail on it so you'd see it, but we'd want to have a close out of our trade at this exact point. That way that stats make sense and that we don't have a winning trade and a losing trade off of a winning trade. So some of these should be on their way. Anyway, so you guys have questions, let me know. But so far, so good today. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, we'll just hang out here while we wait for a signal. Now this trade needs to close out first before we get our next one, and I'm sure we will. So, patient. Okay, this thing is still running, so that's fun, but we're not a part of it, so that stinks. Okay. So with some of these moves, as you guys eventually will get access to different things like that, we'll get there. But sometimes, depending on the day, we might want to build in a couple just small wins first that help us build a little bit of a buffer in case we do have a couple losses like we did over here in a row. And then from there, what we can do is then hold on to some of these positions a little bit longer. Now, this isn't the cleanest of trades, which is why it's hard to hold on to this one. We were up, and then it really pulled back here, really pulled back here, but it stayed and it kept going. That's great. This is a really good signal, but we just have to have the discipline and patience to hold it. But uh, this trade, the one before it, looked the same as this one, and so this might have been a loss, which it was, but this one being a big win, hard to tell the difference. So we have to manage them basically the same, which means you will miss these moves from times. That's okay. It happens, but you will miss those moves. To go and put that on there. All right. Well, that'll be a project for us. Okay, so here goes price crashing down again. We should have a partial or a full stop somewhere in here. Like that's an update we're gonna have. So that should be set in place. Now the trail should be hit as well, but like this is, I think, one of the things that while the stats might say one thing, I think what's hard for that should be a closeout. Okay, we're gonna go long. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna test and try to catch this one. Long position here. Let's see how we go. This one's tricky. All right, there's 40, 76, good. 24, 12, 24, 80. All right, yep. Going against the grain is gonna be tough, so let's see. I'm thinking that this down here, that level right there at 600 is gonna be kind of my spot I'm keeping my eye on. I probably should have gone like not 20 micros, but eight's fine, I guess. We just need a big run. All right. Okay. I'm looking at the 600 level to see we're probably going to get a test here, so I need to be patient on that. So 600. Okay. Here goes price. All right. Closeout time or no? What are we going to do here? Okay, we test this low, kind of reject. Now we're running up a little bit. Let's see if we can get to profit here. Hmm. Definitely should have taken two off the table when we ran up first. Note to self. Okay. Almost even. That's good. 112, 144, good. Give me two. Give me two more right there. Good. Close that one out at 92. Oh no, no, we're still in it, sorry. Close two more trades out, 92 bucks, 50 bucks there. And then last trade here should be, let's see what we got. Nice, $70, 69, 82, really roaring here, good. Okay, we'll say $84 on that one as well. So really good trade there. Super solid from top to bottom. We had to hold a little bit of drawdown here. That's okay. Um, but really good nonetheless. So we ended up getting price to catch and really split back, which is good. So really nice there. One thing about the bot is it's going to enter trades that you and I typically won't. And so there are going to be times where the trades we get into do not look favorable. But that's why we have to use and look at the stats. The stats are the magic. It's not necessarily the emotions. So although I did not love this position to begin with, um, it turned out to be a really good one. A really good one. So very solid there. Now I'm also figuring out like the sizing that I need to have, and it looks like, let's see, let me go back here, 1900s. I think we shaved off like $300 there. That was pretty nice, or close to it. Yeah, that was pretty solid. Let's go here. Let's see. So still getting the position sizing right for me is a big deal. Um, so yeah, 210, that was good. Waiting around. We'll get a new signal here probably the next candle or two. Good, good, good. Rami, so I think how long okay. So Rami and Jay, you guys have the same questions essentially. The bot not taking fills, that one I figured out. Um, that one I figured out, which was the order type I had. And since we're not in a trade just yet, I'll explain this really fast. We'll get into a trade probably next candle. The order type I was using was immediate or cancel, or I was using fill or kill. Now I'm just going to use the good till canceled. So the order basically gets shot over and then it's just open. And because we're using a market order, it's not that big of a deal. But that was the solution. Going good until canceled gets me in just about every trade that I want to be in. So that was the solution. So we shouldn't have that problem anymore at all. So keep it going. Let's see if we'll have our updates probably tomorrow is what we're looking at. So it takes longer than you think. Just annoying, but whatever. Let's go here. Nice. Okay. No trades just yet. We're probably going to get a buy signal though, if I had to guess. Every time we've gotten to these lows, we've bought. So we'll wait on that. Mine shows I lost access. Nathan, my friend, if you were in the free trial, then yeah, it expires after 7 days or whenever you started. So that probably is what happened. Um, yeah, you'll run out of access. That makes sense. 7 days probably ended. Let's see. So last time we were at these levels, we bought here, here, and up there, which was a tough one, but we did bought anyway. Um, Now, one thing to note too is when you're in a trade and a new trade signals, like that trade will not exit your current trade. So just keep that in mind as well. I was in a buy here, we held through, and then this candle opened up. That was another buy signal, but I stayed into the trade. All right, so we're gonna buy right now. Definitely gonna have to eat up some drawdown here because I see price tested this 584 level, 585 level. So let's wait. Okay, we're even, good, 32. Okay, let's see what we got. So we're doing a pretty good job of catching this low here. There's 92, good. What we tried. We're trying. Okay. Take two up the table right there. Good. Oh, okay. That was fast. We'll take half of the table there. So another four or another two. Two more off the table there. Good. And then let's just see if we can get this thing to run up some more and go. Or if we're going to have to hold for a while. 58. There we go. Really nice. Okay, good. And let this one close itself out. Really solid. Okay, we'll call that one like $100 too. So really solid there. Could have a little bit more room to go, but really solid there. So a really good position, really good trade on this whole thing. Really solid. So in total points, we had looks like we have a sell on here. So 23 points top to bottom, 25 points top to bottom, pretty good. And we only had to deal with 7 points of drawdown. So really good trade off there. We take that. Now, the reason this one didn't get filled, although yeah, it's a fantastic one, is I think I was in this trade a little bit too long, and so it ignored this signal. I think that's what the issue was there. I didn't get a fill because I wasn't out of this trade in time, but this is a really good one too, depending on how this one closes out. That's a really good trade. So I can put you in 2 trades. I don't know what that means. Let me say that again. So it can put you in 2 trades. No, I think I know what you're talking about. The answer is no. So when you are in a trade, it will basically ignore that signal. You will basically they won't overlap. They won't overlap. So you won't have the chance to be in like you're in 2 contracts, a new signal comes in, now you're in 4 contracts. That will not be the case. It will just ignore everything else, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's a really good opportunity for me to re-describe what I've been trying to say before 1,000 times is this like our break even should be right there. And regardless of what this candle does, like we shouldn't have the chance for this winning of a trade to turn negative at all. And so that is an update that we'll be having here soon. Yeah. That'd be crazy if we could be in like multiple trades because then that wouldn't be the bot would not be useful. If that makes sense. Would not be useful at all. At all. Okay, so good stuff there. Yeah, you guys can see this trade's going to go negative, and it just never should have. This is why I want to have us continue to man the bot. Is well, A, if you want to ever get a payout, you're not going to be able to let it go by itself. But B, like look at this. This is a crazy move that should be have profit have been taken. From here down to the lowest points at 18. It's like huge move. Excuse me. And we got price doing something else. All right, ATR is sitting at 18. If we get down to like 14, 13, I'll flip back over to the minis and we'll trade that. But for now, we'll wait. For now, we will wait. Okay, 17, good. And really, like, a P&L might stink today because we took those huge losses in the morning we shouldn't have. But really, we should be much more profitable than we are today. That's okay. All right. No fill here. Waiting. Maybe we won't get a fill on this short. We'll see. And some of this is the signals are appearing before I'm getting an alert. So the way that you know that you missed a trade is this alert up here. Can you guys see that? You guys can't even see that. 1 second. Let me see if I can try the slides over. Okay. The alert over here, this right here, this will have like a number on it, like a 1 or a 2 or a 10, 20. You guys will see that over time. This is how you know the log. This is how you know you got a new signal. So we haven't had a signal since 9:53. Like if you see a red arrow, but there is no signal over here, that's not a trade. That one's not a trade yet. Only when there is a signal that gets pushed through, and you would get an email, you would get a notification as well. Let's move price over here. I don't know if I like that price. We couldn't see the whole. I'm reading my screen, I guess. Hold on. That's better. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. So no signal there, which is fine. But I'm wondering why this is even showing up. That's okay. So still no signal. Okay, so none of these are actual trades that the bot is signaling. I wonder why. Turn back off. Turn on. Okay. Maybe I did get the. I didn't get the fill. There we go. All right, so that's better. Oopsie. Okay, so same ones. Still no signals yet. Okay. This is a tough trade. Long right there. That's tough. Okay, we're still sitting at like 18, 19. So we got to get down a little bit further, then we can go back and trade minis. And we would not go 6 contracts. We'd probably go just 2 contracts. So good day. I think we haven't. This is the second full day that I've had the bot like ready-ish to trade. But today's the first day that we've had the ATR as high as it normally is in the morning. And so that I was able to see like, okay, that exposed a couple things. One, that taking way too much contract risk. So I need to be, there's a buy signal, need to be using minis, which is good. That would have helped our P&L a ton today, not taking some of those big losses in the morning. But that, again, those are lessons that you just can't learn until you actually do it, which is why I'm very patient on some of these things. All right, so good here so far as it was. You guys can see my alert has a 2 on there. That's how you know I got a trade signal. That's how you know. Okay. All right. Very, very similar setup to the previous one where we had price test. We had a low here, just like we do here. I'll mark another one there. And then we basically get in on the next candle. So like this trade had a big drawdown here, and then we launched up. This one has a similar type drawdown. Now let's see if we launch or if we're gonna have to, take a loss on this one. So let's just be patient and wait. Okay, fighting to be even is tough. Let's see. Okay. Still not too concerned about this position just yet. Again, I'm looking at this low over here and kind of like this one right here as targets. So 597 or so. Okay, there's a little bit of a launch. Okay, pull back. Now we're even. okay. So now we're kind of certified above. Let's see if we can run from here. Always ready to close out a couple bucks here. 52, good. We're fighting. Okay, so partial gets hit, so I need to keep that in mind. There's 44, good. 68, solid. 92. What does price want to do for us here? Okay, good. 88, 80. Couple chips off the table there. Good. Nice spring. Take some more there. Next candle here coming up. 3, 2, 1. Good roll. Nice. Okay, I'll take 2 right there. Another 40 bucks. Really nice. Close out right there. Very nice. Always selling the strength. Very nice there. So really good move altogether. Had to deal with a little bit of drawdown, but that's what it looks like. That is what it looks like. So nice there. All right, now all I need to do is go and check. Let's see. Orders for today. When did I start going micros is the real question. Six. Okay. All right. Let's do this here. Good. All right, that trade is skying. So opportunity for me to make more money than I did. Yes, missed out on basically this. So I missed out about 9 points. 9 times 2, 18. So probably $30 to $40 on this trade still. Probably that I missed out on. Well, more if I had stayed in longer, but you get the point. Super solid there. Really good move. And so again, like yes, a lot of these positions are money. Like we got in here, here, and here on all these moves up. Like it's we do very well when price is trading kind of a chop. Very good. Um, and so a lot of it from here is just going to be management. Like how do we manage these positions to make the most amount of money possible without losing? Now we're at about 14 in the ATR. Let me go to NQ really fast and look at that to see if it has the same reading. Okay, we're sitting at about 14. The way we're trending, it looks like in the next few minutes we can switch over. So for now, let's just stay on MNQ, and then we'll flip back over. So a really good showing for me is understanding like how much risk I need to be taking for these positions. And today I kind of figured that out. So before I would even go and turn, so let's just say we have time. So let's turn this alert off for just a moment. Turn alert off. Now let's say with the ATR is at like 35, crazy high, but you still want to trade because, whatever. You would go into your Traders Post account, your subscriptions, and then you would look for position size, quantity, and then you would set this to like 2, or you'd set it to 20, or you'd set it to 5, whatever it is. Okay. I'm at 8 right now, so we'll leave it there at 8. I didn't make any changes. Yeah. So I was going to say something stupid like that. Okay. And then what I would do is I would go back to my alerts and I turn the alert on. Okay, so you'd actually control the contract size inside of Trader's Post itself. And that would give you the ability to change how much risk you're taking. Now, you wouldn't need to specify which asset. That would be done by setting up the alert. So you would name your alert MNQ bot. I tried to do high ATR settings. That wasn't smart, so let's delete that. And then I'd probably rename this one. So the name would be PFB, so a prop firm bot dash MNQ or dash NQ. And then from there, I would have that ready to go. So if I switch over to NQ, turn this one off, turn that one on, and then I need to go and reset the contracts from 8 to 2. So there's a couple moving parts. It's really not that difficult. Like just leave open the Traders Post tab, and then you can just go back there and click it. It's really easy. But it will take some getting used to. Like it will take a second for you to figure out how to just maneuver everything. So like it'll be a process, but that's okay. So ideally, what I would do then for you guys who want to jump in and test the first set, and again, we still have more testing to do because this version, albeit really good, is still not the version that I'm ready to release yet. It's the next one with some of the more visuals that would be ready. Anyway, is I would set this up for you. So I would just go in there, and then you need to make sure that you have. If you want to do a demo account, you can. That's what I do with trading with a Tradeovate. I just have a demo account so I can do this because I don't think you can use TradingView as a demo as a paper account. I don't think so. I don't believe so. The other option would be to buy a really big eval, like when Apex has them out for cheap, and then just trade small in it. You know, trade a couple micros, trade a couple minis, but like the goal wouldn't be to pass it. The goal would just be to test it, something like that. But once you have an account, then we just connect the account, and I'll set up both of these for you. And if you're like, hey, I can't trade in the morning anyway, then we'll just use a normal bot. If you're like, hey, I can only trade in the morning, then okay, then we'll just use the minis. But I'll have them both there so that you can go to your alerts and then click restart or pause. And then yes, you can do all this from your phone. You just go to alert management, and then you can turn off and on whichever ones you want. That one's easy to do too. I'll make a video on that at some point. Okay. Now we're almost ready for the ATR to be back down, so we can move back to the minis instead of the micros. But we'll be patient. Right now, Jay, I'm down. I'll show you that really quick. So let me skew it in my favor here. I'm just kidding. All right, we're not in trade. Tradeovate. I want to show you this. I can show you this on TradingView, but I gotta give you the full story because we are down. I think like $1,500. I think for today. I think, but all right. So P&L, we're down 1556. No problem. All right, here let's just hit go for today. So here's kind of where we are. A nice win rate because we keep closing trades out, but we had a couple of massive losses that really hurt, right? 830, there's another one. Now let me show you this though. So we transitioned over from, can you guys see this? Okay, you guys, let me make my face a little smaller. Let me go back to that performance so you can see that. Hit go, okay. So here are all the details. Wins are decent, losses are large, and the reason for that is we were taking too many contracts in the on NQ. We weren't using micros, so that one really hurt. That's why my P&L looks ridiculous, but my win rate looks also ridiculous. Okay, so then we go to orders today, and then we trade MNQ H5, right? If we just cut off the NASDAQ 100, we don't trade that, and we just look at orders for all the micros. So at 9:26 to 10:05, assuming we're not in a trade right now, we're not. All right, so let me go do this really quick. From 9:05, let's go 05. Oh my gosh, 9:05, and we'll make that 0. Okay, to 10:13, 0, and hit go. here's that performance. So we're still down a little bit, I think. It didn't take. It didn't take, I don't think. It didn't take at all. What is this? 905. Yeah, it's a 10. I would do 10 to 12. How about that? Okay, hit go. Still not showing what I want it to show. But there's a way where I can filter out only the trades for this section, and that actually, maybe I can do like this. You go product. Nope. Let me see. Nope, never mind, I can't. Anyway, I think we're actually down like $10 or something when just trading. We're just down a little bit when just trading the minis, which is, I think, a better barometer because we took massive losses trading too many. The reason that the losses are large on NQ is because the stop loss is tight. ATR is larger than my stop loss, which means my stop loss is going to be in jeopardy basically every time. So when we trade the micros, our stop loss really shouldn't be in jeopardy because we can make it larger because we'll have more room and we're taking less risk. So we'll have more price movement that we can allow and also have less risk on the table as well. So pretty excited about that. But today I think is the first day, the first full morning where the market's been open, the stock market's been open, that we've had the chance to test this out with the ATR that high. And so I got burned and it was a good lesson. I want to be able to show you guys this. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do this today. Okay. So weird. 10:05. Maybe that's why. I don't know. 10:05. No, it's not working. I messed it up. So it's just broken now. All right, whatever. Anyway, we're closer to break even just trading the micros, which we probably could have done. We could be in a much better shape had we just started the day with that. But so tough day today, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But it beats having to do any analysis, to tell you that. Kind of just roll out of bed and start taking trades. Not literally, but you get the point. All right, so this trade's still open. So this is why we haven't had a trade in a while, which is fine. So I think the trail will help me as well, stay in some of these trades longer. Max drawdown here was 8 points, so good. Our max from entry to peak was 43 points. No, 46 points. So pretty solid there. Pretty solid there. Okay. Good stuff. All right, so we would have our trail about to get hit at some point around here, and then we'll have a new trade. ATR sitting at 10. I think we're ready to go back to minis. So let's turn this back on here. Good. And go to NQ. And ooh, I need to change. Remember, see, I just told you guys I need to change that. So I turned it on too quick. I don't want 8 contracts. That trade wouldn't even get filled. 2 contracts. Okay, change that. Now we're ready. All right, so I switched over from micros back to minis, and ATR is sitting at 11-ish. So good enough for me on that for us to take some trades. But I went from 8 contracts, roughly. Maybe that could be like 7 or 6, and now we're going to be in just 2. But I have to update that on Traders Post. Now, if you're trading in an account like an Express account, a funded account, or even just a eval, the difference between your micros and your minis and contracts is big, obviously. But if you have a trade, let's say we haven't switched it yet, and I just have 8. I have 8 trades or 8 contracts that I'm trading with. Okay, so full stop hit right there. If I try to go get, if a new signal comes through, my order will get rejected, which means I'll have to wait and sit out that entire move, which who knows what that move could be. It could be good, could be bad. But because I don't have the contract set right. So when you switch from one asset to the other, make sure that you also switch the contracts. And you could do this in the settings tab. I could adjust it so that you would just pick how many contracts you want in the settings. But the difficulty with that is then you have to change everything else, set up a whole new alert. And I think it's actually just based on previous experience, a little bit easier to do it in Traders Post. Okay, new signal here. Let's see if this one gets filled for us this long. We'll see where it gets filled. Now I don't have an alert yet, so this trade may not get filled at all. I do not have an alert yet. So it's showing like this could be a trade, but I don't have a signal yet. And you guys can see that because my alert doesn't have a 1 on it just yet. So it's showing this, and I think this is going to be something that gets resolved pretty quick, is these trades showing up, because I don't think this is actually the trade. There's probably one coming that would be the trade. Anyway, anywho, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining our live stream. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, and if you're new around here, subscribe. We're going to take out all the analysis that comes with trading, or most of it at least, and replace it with auto executions, which should help us be a lot more profitable and increase win rates and everything else. So really, really nice there. All right, we got. Yeah, very strange here though that this trade is showing up, even though it's not a real trade. And the reason you know it's not a real trade again is because the alert does not show a 1 on it. Like I have a chat from somebody that has a 1. When there's an alert, that'll have a 1. And sometimes you'll see the alert before you see the trade setup, because that means that, like, hey, market order gets canceled at this level, and then the fill will come when the fill comes, whenever that is. So you might get the alert first. And if you have your email open, you'll get all the alerts. And then I guess you could turn on the executions or the sound for when a trade's placed on TradingView as well. Okay, so that would have been a good signal though. Okay. Just wait around. Now I'm pretty sure today at some point we'll get Trump to speak. Okay, alert popped in. You guys can see that. So something showed up. I'm not sure what it is yet, but something showed up. So we'll wait for that. Okay. But Trump will speak today. And if you guys were trading around 2018 or 16 when he was originally elected, but then any of 17, 18, 19, he would just like say things and the market would just blitz in a direction, good or bad. Um, it would be the craziest thing. You would just see like price just out of nowhere rocket one way or the other. And it didn't make any sense. It defied all technical like analysis. It was impossible to figure out. And some of that could happen again. Well, I know a lot of that will happen again this time around. Um, and so you'll have to be ready for that. Okay, here's a short. We were in 2 contracts here. Okay. See how price wants to play this one for us. Okay. One ten, 140, good. Let's see. Minus 130, okay. Looking at it and thinking that this level right there, and then at worst, this level up there is probably kind of where I'm thinking about seeing if price can hold above. Okay, now we're trading ordinary, just regular minis now. So if we get a move at some way, it'll be different. It'll move larger. All right, price. If we get up about $100, I probably should take one off the table here. Okay, there we go. It's 170. Good. 240. 250. Good. Take that. Okay, we'll take 225 on that one. I don't know why I went so fast. I forgot that I only had 2 of those bullets to pull. But okay, really solid there. So good trade there. Solid move. Probably a little bit more on the table here, but I was too quick on that. Okay. All right, brings our P&L down to just 12. So another solid move right there. Okay, partial got hit, which is good. Okay, now it looks like we're looking for a long here. Now we're gonna get this one filled or no, is the question. That's interesting. Again, this should be resolved, but I think we had a sell signal over here somewhere, and that one went away. I don't know why, but in favor of this buy signal. Now this buy signal here is not a real signal because it's not showing any orders, but the sell trade might still be open, which is why we're not in this trade here. So not that it repaints, but it's there's definitely something that is not showing up properly. And it's messing up my win rate quite a bit, but this would be a bad trade anyway. So like this trade's gonna count as a L probably. Yeah. And not fun. All right, let's see. That's a bad trade. Let's see if I refresh this. 1 second. Save, then refresh. Fascinating as hell. So we'll see. We'll let these bad boys go. Wait for the next one. We are revolutionizing. Because the real point of this is like, at the end of the day, if we have a strategy that we believe in or we think is decent, then the analysis part of entering the trade shouldn't even be on our shoulders. We should just be determining when to exit. And the only reason we have to do the determination of exiting is so that prop firms can pay us and not get our payouts denied. If um, we wanted to let this thing run and you had your own money, then you could do that for sure. You could absolutely do that. Okay. Probably going to get a buy signal at somewhere down here. Every time price has gotten to these levels, we've hit a buy. So let's see what we get on this one. Hold on, Rami, I'll answer that in a second. Let's see if we get a fill here or a trade. No trade just yet. Okay, Rami, you said, how much would you say you have to have your own money to let it run? Depends on what you trade. I would say, Rami, I would go with at least probably about 3 to 4,000 is what I would say. But I think you can be a little bit more effective if you man it either way. The you could let it run and it would be profitable because that's what it is. I think you could just make it more profitable on your own, or at least like exiting when you're ready. But that'll be totally up to you. but you will have that power if you want to set it up and let it run in your own accounts. But I think what would make more sense is just to get a couple payouts from some prop firms and then transition that cash to your own account. That way you don't really have to use any of your own money. But that's just what I think. All right, so no signals yet. And then Blitz said, manual exiting, high, low, price action. To me, I like to exit into strength. So anytime that price is really running, I'm going to exit, number one. Soon, there will be a trail that will be visible that we can all see. So we'll get to utilize that as well. And then it also depends on the day. So let's say that we've let's say we've consistently caught buys and we have down here, 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 and somewhere in here as well, or even over here. Then like I know that every time we get a buy signal, we got a chance to let some of these candles kind of run. And so that could be a criteria for me to hold. The other thing would be speed. So let's say that I'm in a trade and it's just fighting to stay profitable, or it's fighting to get profitable, whatever that would be. Then I might exit and protect the account, because I'm always going to kind of like lean towards protection of account, protection of assets, protection of capital over trying to make as much money as possible, because I know if I'm in the game for long enough, I'll make a ton of money. But if I don't have any money to trade, I can't make any at all. So I'm going to exit a little bit sooner than maybe some of you guys might, but maybe sooner than I probably should. My account should continue to grow. And then there will be a couple of times where there's just like a complete home run, and those will help us like grow and scale the account. I would say most trades are probably looking at a few $100. And then there are going to be a few trades where you make closer to over $1,000. And those are the trades that you can utilize to really grow and scale up your account. And then the other ones are just going to be nice wins that steadily push the account up. But there will be a few trades that like make all the difference. Like take your payout, like double your payout essentially, kind of thing. Nerd Tindo, for me, when building system quickly, understand that market is dynamic. Yeah, say the least. Market is very dynamic. Is one of the reasons why trying to build a strategy that wins, like you're going to sell right here. Okay, good. I don't see any signals, but that's fine. So plus 30, minus 40. This one's going to be tough because we're running into this. I think this is going to run up to probably right here. And so let's see how that turns out. Minus 120, minus 140, good. Let's see. Minus 200, okay. Profit, nice. 230. Okay, we'll take half of that off right there. Oh shoot. I meant to click buy. Whoops. Hello. My bad. That'll happen. My order would just be rejected in a funded account. That's okay though. All right, 190, 110. Okay, 30 even. All right. I kind of like the position I'm in, but we're gonna see. We had buyers step in and push price up. We had sellers step in and push price back down. I know price wants to test this up here again, so let's let that happen. Let's see. Why did I click sell? Obviously, must be out to lunch. All right. Price pulling back a little bit. Good. Let's see. Nice. Now we could also do this on Tradeovate, so we wouldn't even need necessarily to be on TradingView if we didn't want to. We could do all this on Tradeovate or NinjaTrader, whichever you're on, or any other broker. You would see the trade. The alerts just go through TradingView, so it makes it easy to see it. But okay, there's 170, good 220, take half, good. All right, break even moved a little bit. 40, 35, solid. Okay, this one gets like $100, we'll take profit, but let's just see what we want to get here. Again, if we fight around this break even / up 20 for a while, then I'll take my wins and go. Let's see. This might be the case right now. Let's see what we got. I need to see price extend down and recapture this low before I make a determination to stay in longer. But this looks like very bullish price action. This looks like bearish price action, which is good, but This does not look friendly to me. Wait, $5, $10, nice. We got nothing. Price is gonna pop here, but I don't know which way it's gonna go. New candle coming. 3, 2, 1. Good rundown. If we get profitable, I'll probably take some. I'll take some cash. There we go. 30. Damn, that was fast. I didn't click it because I wanted to make sure that we stayed profitable on that trade, but that was fast. All right, so price has tested this low a few times, and now, shoot, it took $25 L on that one. I think that was stupid, but I got out of that trade. Got out of that one. I could be wrong, but I just didn't like the fact that price basically sat and held this same position twice. I did not like that. And so again, we could get price to blitz through, and I could be wrong, and I would have just got out of a trade way too early. But I did not like that. Nintendo, I will comment on your comment in just a moment, and there is exactly why I got out too soon. So some of you would say, I wouldn't say that, but some of you would say that I got out too soon. Not me, you. I'm just kidding. Okay, we're battling back. We're battling back. All right, I need to maybe log out of this thing or something. Okay, trade evade. Nintendo. So to go back to what maybe we talked about this before a couple days ago or something. It's bullish. Entertainment! Exclamation point. Yeah, it is bullish, and I did not want to be a part of that trade had it continued like this. That's good. So again, this is why the manual exit stuff is going to be so important, because you can use your own analysis to exit these trades if you so choose, like I am. And so we're steadily getting the account back to even here. It's taking its time, but we're getting there. We're getting there. One good trade at a time until we get a big popper, and then we'll take that and let it ride. Okay. And again, had we not traded our minis at the beginning of the day, we would be profitable today. Okay, we're in a sell. Good. All right, let's see what price wants to do here. This looks tricky because we've got price, and I've got a couple landmarks that I think if price were to hold above, we'd be looking to go long. So let's try and catch this here. Okay. 150, 220, nice. 260, 270. Take half off the table right there. It didn't take. There's one. There we go. 185. Good. Okay, we'll close that one out. Super solid. It's 170. Really nice. Really nice there. Really, really nice there. Ooh, ooh. I got out too soon. Tough. Tough one. Really tough one because that's huge. You guys saw that in real time. What a jackass. Me. That's okay. Because we could have been, this is what I'm talking about. One trade at a time, but sometimes you get a trade that makes all of the money that you were making in the day look obsolete or small compared to this. All right, so now I'm bleeding back of my head. Now we're looking for a buy potentially. Okay, I'll wait for that. Okay, price big movement. So this trade we got into basically at the open, and that move was 24 points. That's a lot. And then this one's still going. So really, really nice there. Really nice there. Yeah, that was a good trade. And I got out just a smidgen too soon. All right, so that was a $350 trade. So we're good there. We're getting it back, I'm telling you. We're getting it back. Am I logged in somewhere else? Like, what the hell? Why aren't you loading? There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. We're trading very well at a very high level here, so let's keep it rolling. And I think the the biggest takeaway for me today is just we have to get position sizing right. We have to look at the ATR and look at where it is and what size we should be using at basically any given moment. Because we've traded, we were down, I think. Let me see if I can find it on my computer here. Our max down, I don't know if it shows. Doesn't show. Max drawdown. So we were down. No, that's not true. I don't remember. We were down, I think, $2,000 though. And now we're just down like $500. So we've traded back very well. The bot has, at least. But had we not taken like a $400 loss and then another $800 loss and then another 400, I think, or something like that, which were just like the first couple trades of the day. As a matter of fact, all right, so we had an $800 loss, a 550, a 510, and a 392. If we don't have those trades, we have money. Like we're crazy profitable. So that's annoying, but we'll keep going. All right, this looks bullish to me here. We could see price, I could see price popping down again, but like I like where we have here. We have a hold right here. Now let's see if we can get price to retrace this. I'm thinking 631 if we get up there. I'm also thinking that below 609 is no fun. So let's see. See what we got. Minus 130, no problem. Minus 110, okay. 190, good. 280, all right. So we're retesting these lows. Let's see what we got here. Okay. $380, $390. Okay. I need a bounce. New candle coming. 3, 2, 1. There's a somewhat of a bounce. That doesn't look friendly though. Not to me. All right. We're trying. Okay, good. Oof. Hold. All right, maybe we need to peel off a contract here and see where this goes. 290, 300. So it's not looking friendly for us right now. We're trying to catch the bottom, and I think our entry is just a little bit too high. Had our entry been lower, we'd have a chance to get to even on this one. I don't know that we're going to get the chance on this candle though, or this entire move. Let's see. Minus 290, minus 340, 230, good. Let's see. You speak it, and then sometimes it just happens. Okay, that was really good. So we had touch for 80. Okay, sellers are not letting price go higher. Buyers are not letting price go lower. So we're kind of in this mid range here. Let's see. I don't like being in trades too long because it widens the variance of results we could have. But this one, we're kind of holding between my open price and this low here. But we're not really getting above 619. So we're probably going to be looking at a stop loss hit here before we hit a take profit. Open to be wrong though. Let's see. Okay, that's friendlier price movement. Good. 110, 100. Nice. Probably should have taken that, but we'll see. Good. Now let's see what we got. Can price continue to extend or no? Nice. We touched. We moved. Next candle coming. All right, good. There's 70 bucks there. 60, 30. Nice. 100. Wow. It's rolling. Okay, good. 110, 70. Minus 30, plus 20. There we go. 220. Nice. 240. 100 bucks on that one. Take that. Let's see if this one can roll up a little bit further. Nice. 160. Good. 155. 165. Solid. Okay, I'll take 110 on that one. Nice. It's a really good trade. Really solid trade. This thing probably has more room to go. Maybe. I could see this 632 level getting hit, kind of filling that wick low gap. We'll see. I don't know, but we'll see. So really, really good trade there. It just took a ton of drawdown, but we ended up getting kind of what we were looking for, which is fine. So that puts us down much less on the day, which is good. So we're holding. Respectable day now. And again, just to continue to reiterate this, all we had to do was size correctly in the morning and we'd be up. Entertainment, exclamation point, yes. Evan, what's your email? Mel, support at .com. So does the bot start the trade and you close it? Entertainment? Yes, my friend. Yes, it does. And I'm doing a do or die trade. I'm not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound good. So some of these trades it just takes. All right, we're in a short now. This is maybe one of the ones I am not a fan of, but we're gonna find out. All right. So again, the bot will take trades that I ordinarily wouldn't take, which is a good thing because it's right a lot. But this one's gonna be tough because we haven't seen price get below here and hold at all. So let's see if this is the time now. Let's see if my strategy makes sense. All right, so plus 80. Okay, well, yeah, it kind of does. All right, plus 60, 110, 80, 170. Good. Take $100 there. What are we doing? All right, so try to take half of the table when we were lower. We didn't get that. It's okay. Let's see. 60 minus, okay, so that was our low that we made. If we can get profitable on this next candle here, I'll probably get out of this trade here. Let's see. New trade coming. Or new candle rather, sorry. Exiting that one. This could be a nice big red move here, and it might. The reason I didn't want to stay in this trade is A, I have discretion. I don't have to stay in the trade if I don't want to, one. But two is I noticed, just like I think all of us could see this, that price had been holding this level really well. Now, had we got into a sell, are we going to try to push up again, hold this, make it resistance, and then like swipe back down? Maybe. Like, maybe that's right. Um, but I definitely didn't want to do this again. I didn't want this again. Price rolls up back to this high of the next candle, previous candle rather, and then we have to dance and hopefully we get profitable. So instead, we took maybe not a ton of profit, but more than a loss. And so now we're down to just 450 on the day. So we're getting back to profit, which is I would say an incredible feat here. Self-funded account through Tradevate. Blitz, no, because you wouldn't get a payout. You and maybe you could. This is funny. You guys ever play that game in class where, and this is a while ago, so I was in college, we had a professor try to teach us a sociology or psychology lesson about it. But essentially in the class, if everybody, we had a note card, if everybody wrote down pass or whatever the number was, wrote down number one, if everybody wrote one on their note card, we turned it in, then everybody got 5 free points on their grade point average or on their grade for the class. So if you're at an 80, you get to an 85. If you're at a 90, you get to a 95. If you're at a 70, you get to a 75. Everybody wrote number one, then the whole class got 5 points on their grade for the class. If only one person wrote a 2, then that person would get 15 points and nobody else would get any points. Okay, so if I wrote a 2 on my card and everybody else wrote a 1, I would get 15 points. If 2 people or more wrote number 2 on their note card, then nobody gets any points. The people who wrote 2 don't get any points, and the people who wrote 1 don't get any points. So either everybody has to win or one person wins, but not a mixture. And it's the same thing with the bot. It's a long analogy for the bot, which is you probably could allow the bot to enter and exit for you, but the moment somebody else does it with you, neither one of you get a payout. Neither one of you. And so knowing that's the chances that you could have $4,000 or $5,000 in your account that's growing and you can't get access to it because you didn't follow the instructions, that's going to be a tough pill to swallow. And it's one that I would just be like, yeah, you're kind of an idiot for that, if that makes sense. All right, so this long signal we didn't get, but was a phenomenal one. Here's a short. Let's see. I'm going to be pretty quick on this one too. I'm not sure that I believe in price just halting right here. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. All right, so tough one here, but good pullback. If we get up like 200 bucks, I'll probably exit in total. Let's see. There's one, no, minus 20. That was quick. Let's see. Not a fan of this move. Okay, price halting here. I got a feeling we're gonna freaking pop. I don't want to be a part of that. If we get somewhat profitable, like enough, I'll take profit here and close the whole trade out. But 10 bucks isn't gonna do it. Get crushed with commissions. There we go. All right, let's take $40 on that one. And again, because I have full discretion, we can do that. I just did not like this setup here. It's a dangerous trade. And by the way, I'd gotten bitten on that earlier in the day while the ATR was a lot higher. So didn't want to be involved. 10 points there, or 10 points on the ATR, solid. Okay, where are we for the day? Okay, 420, we're battling. We just need price basically to chill out for a second, and then I can catch a nice retracement, and then we can get to profit here. We can get to profit. And then somebody asked a question, I wasn't sure what the answer was. Nope. Okay, sorry, I should have been more clear. If you were trading futures with your own money versus prop firm, yeah, with your own money, definitely. You definitely could. I think that there's probably still some edge where if you just allowed the bot to trade on its own, that you wouldn't get. The other thing about trading with your own money and not intervening on the bot is there are some opportunities that I think you could take profit and some losses you could prevent. Um, and so I don't know if I would let it run on its own. I also didn't design it so that it could just run on its own because that wasn't my intention. Even with my own cash, the only emotions that I really struggle with are just entering trades, if those are even really emotions that I have to worry about. And so for me, again, there will be more visuals on the chart, and so that will help me, but a lot of you guys too, stay in some of these trades when it's available. Um, but I would probably still man it because you have three pieces of technology that could fail you at any time. You have TradingView that could have its own bugs, which TradingView does. You could have Traders Post have its own issues. Okay, so that could be a problem. And then you could also have Tradovate or your broker have issues as well. And because you have so many things that could go wrong, to me, it just doesn't make sense for you to let it go on its own. But this is, to me, just looks like we might get a short here. I have a feeling. I just got some alerts. So let's see. Price is skyrocketing. Ooh, we are rolling. We are rolling. So the mid morning to afternoon seems to be the sweet spot for us. The ATR being sub like 12 seems to be the sweet spot for this strategy. So that's going to be something I'll have to take under advisement for sure. Now, technically, this trade hasn't closed yet on TradingView, which is kind of annoying. All right, there's a short. Okay. I mean, price is ripping right now, so I'm I'm interested to see how we can pull this one out, if we can at all. Okay, 340, 260. Is there a landmark I can use, or am I just going to get crushed out of this trade? Maybe that level up there at 672. Okay. Somewhat of a little pushback, but not much. Damn, this one's going to sting. Okay. Close it out. Bad trade. Close it out. Tough one. And this one still could be correct technically, but not my cup of tea. Are we going short again? All right. So another trade here. Okay. It's 100 bucks. 90. Good. So still got to work on some of these exits here where we take a little bit less profit than we're taking our losses on. But okay. 70. Fine. 160, 250, good. 260, solid. 380, 350. Get to 4 here. 380, 390. Okay, we'll take 320 on that one. Don't want to dance with it anymore. Pretty solid. So we get back some of that loss that we just had, but not enough. Still, now we're down 750 for the day. So we're battling back. Again, I probably gave myself 1,500 bucks of loss messing around with too high of an ATR. But that was pretty good though. That was a really good trade. Predictive Tool said go long and you went short. Mega Hamas, because the bot has its own entry logic that's different than the predictive model. They're two different things. So yes, the model says go long, I'm sure, because we're at price skying. But the bot's basically looking for reversals, and it does a really good job of it. But it's basically looking for reversals. So yes, this looks like a long, but I have a feeling the bot's going to go short again somewhere up here, and it could pay off. It could get us crunched. We'll find out. But so far, it's been money. What in the world? Okay. I don't know why that happened. Okay. Okay. Just hit save. And we'll wait for the next trade. A lot of trades today. Having a lot of fun. A lot of trades today. So with the bot, obviously, because there's not going to be a ton of analysis that we have to do, we're gonna be able to take, I think, more trades and have the ability to trade more often in the day. Because all we have to do is watch and then exit trades when it's time to exit, instead of doing the analysis, trying to figure out which spot is which. But that was definitely a nice pop though. Price really ran. We didn't really get a pullback though, like maybe this candle was, but we didn't get a chance to really get in on any of these candles here, unless you just jumped in, which would have worked. But it's hard to have an edge if you get movement that doesn't have a big wick. Like this one here is fine. These over here were tough, but they worked. This one's good. So let's see. I need the bot to get me back to even. That's what my goal is for today. That's what my goal is for today. I was being stupid though in the morning. I don't know why I even tried that. I'm glad I got burned though. Better to get burned doing that stupid stuff now than later. Basically, I tried to go high risk on a trade, sell here, and I just got punished for it. There's 120, 130, good. See how price wants to handle this movement here. Okay, nice. Two 260, 380, good. 480, 500, good. 6, good. 590, 560. Let's see. 580. Push down for me. Oof, that was tough. Okay. 480, good. 610. See if we can get this one like 700 bucks profit. We're sitting. Okay, we'll take 430 on that one. We might get a chance to get back there, but didn't want to play with it. So super solid there. Okay. Yeah, now we're down to just 300 bucks for today. So good trade again. Now we're rolling. Now we're cooking. And so you guys can see how maybe I don't necessarily want to hold these trades that long. Now, what I will say is my experience trading will help exit these trades. Your experience trading will help you exit these trades. And so the bot might have its own specifications for why it does or doesn't want to exit a trade, but that doesn't mean that you can't, because there's no point in being up borderline $700 and then letting it go away. All right, so we're looking for a long here. Okay, this is actually pretty unique. That price would be at a high and go for a long, the bot would. So let's see what we got. Okay, looking for price to expand. 100, 140, good. Nice. 240, solid. 280, good. 300. Let's see what we got here. Sell one right there. So it took some profit. Let's see if we can get price to pop again. New candle. Okay, price running down, no problem. I expect it to pop and push up again. That's what I expect it to do. I could be completely wrong. Okay, so if we exit this trade now, we're less than break even. Okay, so sellers really stepping in, testing price down here. That's egregious. Okay. Had a chance to get out plus 300, didn't take it. Not to pay for it. Okay, minus 180, 220, 230. No fun, sir. If we could get price to rebound and repel up, that'd be insane. I don't know if we're gonna get it though, but that'd be crazy. Looking at price here and basically saying this is my low. There's nothing I want to have underneath that. ATR has to be much higher now. Yeah, we're going back up to 12. Okay, I see that. Okay, looks like the sell signal in here. Okay, so it did close out my trade. I don't like that, but okay. Did close out my trade. No fun. I just took an L on that for no reason. Ramy, you got your answer. I didn't think it was possible, but it did happen. All right, there's 60, 50. Not a huge fan of that closing me out like that, but I know why now, but I know it's going to get fixed. It will not be like that. It will get fixed. Because I think this is kind of bullish. All right. See if we can get to even here. I'll pause the signal for just a second and check out some things. Let's see. Not a bad spot though for a short, but man, it's going to be tricky to get out of this one alive with a win. Crash down for me. There we go. Let's see. Even on price. Good. Positive on price. Negative on price. Ooh, we're testing. So this level right here is kind of what I'm looking at. There's 20 bucks. Again, I'm probably going to close out with a positive 20 bucks on this one if I can. Or whatever I can get. There we go. Plus 10, plus 60. Good. There's a nice little move. Take 130 on that one. Makes up for that L that I had to get forced into taking. I'm going to, oh, wow. I'm going to pause this for just a moment. Just a moment, because for whatever reason, the strategy is plotting, we're getting sell signals, which is good. So the strategy is, but TradingView is not plotting these signals. And so what ended up happening was, which shouldn't have happened, we had a long trade that actually ended up closing out right here, right there, which was 50 points, but at peak it was 74 points. As soon as that one closed, we got into sell, but I was in a long already. And so that's an adjustment that is getting worked on. It should not happen that I get into a trade like that. I get flipped. That shouldn't be the case, but it did happen, and we'll have to deal with that. So okay, we're only down to $260 today, which is an incredible feat. I know it doesn't sound great, but we started down basically $2,000, and the only reason we got down that much is because we were trading way too heavy inside of our on the minis when we shouldn't have been. Our ATR is coming back down, no problem. Okay. I'm going to go and get a cord for my computer. It's about to die, and then I'm gonna go to the bathroom really fast. So I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes, and we'll keep trading for this afternoon, or for now at least. Does TopStep allow you to use micros? Yes, they do. Everybody lets you use micros. Everybody does. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a moment here. All right, we are back. Excuse me. Let's turn the signals back on here. Okay. ATR calming back down, which is good. All right. So maybe we had a little short right there we could have had, but we didn't take that one. No problem. We are back. Thanks for sticking it with me here. Should have had my computer charged, but whatever. All right. No trades yet. Good. Okay. All right. Okay. So far, so good. But does TopStep allow you to do micros? Yeah. All the prop firms like you are allow you to do micros. I'm pretty sure. Most of them, all of them. A lot of them encourage it. It shows that you are a responsible trader. Um, but yeah, you'll be able to use micros. Now, the thing about this bot, the reason that I'm excited about it is basically typically the more you trade, the worse you get, just because you've been doing so much analysis, doing so much, looking at the charts and everything else that it gets kind of difficult. But with this one, the moment that we sized properly, we've been profitable. The moment that I got my position sizing under control, we've been very profitable. Um, Let me see if I can show you this before we can. Let's see if this trade opens up anything first, or this candle. Nothing, no alerts. Okay, let me see if I can show you this. Yep. Yep. That's right. Okay, cool. Logged in, good. Okay, good. And all right, so we're down 267, right? But settings. And then if I go and I just start my day at, I think it was 9:26, 9, so I go 9:24. Okay. And we go to right now 11:9:23. Sure. And I hit go. We're actually up 1,300 bucks. Um, we have 86% win rate, like doing really good. The reason that I have to filter is this is when we started going to micros. The first few trades, like the first few trades cost me 1,600 bucks because I'm down 200 bucks still on the day, technically 267. Do you see that? Yeah. So, like, interesting. But once we flipped over and we got everything under control, really good, really good stuff, very profitable. And so, kind of what I was saying before is that the more you trade manually, typically the worse you get. But with the bot, it's kind of like it's going to be consistent regardless. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't have emotions. It's not going to be busy. It is just going to take the same exact trade setup every single time. And it's up to us to manage it and be profitable from there. So, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Which is the whole point. Like, if we can just eliminate a part of our trading that's holding us back, which is entering horrible trades, we can get rid of that. We'll be solid. We'll be solid. Appreciate everybody watching and tuning in. Got 25 you guys watching. Really appreciate you. 20, yeah, 25. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the live stream and you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We'll be happy to have you. Happy to keep building this thing with us. So let's see what we got here. No new trade. Again, we'll know we have a new trade when the alert tab here lights up with a number. Okay, waiting around, waiting, and a whole lot of nothing right now. If you guys have questions, shoot them in the chat. Happy to answer them. Okay. No new trades yet. Salvatore Benedetto. What's that? All right, so nothing here so far. Kind of waiting. Nice little chat. Okay, no trade just yet. Yeah, maybe not. We'll see. Every once in a while, I get an email, and the channel is pretty small, like in comparison to other traders. So I really appreciate you guys rocking with me. But channel's pretty small, all in all. And every once in a while, somebody will reach out and want to do like a paid partnership. To which I'm just like, I don't know, buddy. Not really my jam. Well, put it like this: if the money's right, then it would be my jam. How about that? But nah, at my page's size, like I kind of have to be realistic with kind of where we are. Like if I had 8,000 subs, that'd be worth a chat because that'd be something. So we'd be 10 times. But for now, it's just if you're reaching out to me, you reach out to everybody, and so it definitely can't be that good of an opportunity. So we pass on those always. Probably will continue to pass on a lot of opportunities because they aren't always opportunities. They're just disguised that way. Kind of a nugget to life, honestly. But whatever. All right, where are my trades? Where are my trades? Really impressed though today. We battled back the stupidity, and the reason I'm down is because of me, not the bot. Always because of me. We just let not greed, but we let our lack of intelligence get in the way of doing the right thing, which was not letting the market drive price. So what's the ATR sitting at? A 6. We still have room. Like we still have plenty of opportunity to make money here today, but we're gonna wait and see. Man, let's see if price can open up here. If not, then we'll just call it a day. But price is really choppy here, so even if we were to get into a trade, I mean, we're not talking about a lot of money here. 4 times 2 is 8 times 20 is 160. Like we're not talking about a ton of movement here. We would need this is better, a nice move down or up for us to take a trade. Was 907. Jack, maybe time to stop. Yeah, Jack, definitely good time to call it. Especially when you get back some profits, which is okay. Let's see if we get a trade here. Nope, not yet. Yeah, good data. Good time to call it. Plus $600. I know the other $300 or whatever will haunt you, but that's a good day. That's a really good day. I would be very elated for that. So, all right, bot should be gearing up here for a trade here. I don't know if it's this candle or the next one, but we should be ready for another move here. If I have it correct, I think the bot is going to go long. Probably if we get priced down to here. But let's just see. Finger off the trigger, no doubt. Minimal. The basic strategy is grouping of price action. So instead of looking at one candle at a time, looking at 3, 4, 5 of them in a row, and then making a determination off of those candles. That is the strategy. No signal still. Okay. So still waiting. Do I have it turned off or something? It is on. All right. We change the broker trade. PA this morning killed a couple of my performance accounts back to evals. Happens, Mega. Happens. I did that Thursday, Friday. I smoked a funded account. Smoked one with Top Step. I have one that's got about $1,000 in it. Profit right now, 1,100 or something like that, maybe more. And so once we get the bot like sorted out, I'll probably do an eval or two and then throw it on that account, and we'll see how that goes. That'd be fun. Rami said, when you change to micro, do you only change it on the broker or trading view? Both, kind of. So you have to get all of our terminology correct. So there's trading view. Your broker is Tradevate, so nothing changes on Tradevate. So nothing there. So technically, no. You change it inside the middleman, which is Traders Post. Yes. So there are two adjustments. You go from minis to micros, from micros back to minis. You're going to have two alerts. You'll just turn one off and one on, but you'll have to also go to Traders Post and change the amount of contracts you're trading from 8. At least that's what I was doing, from 8 to 2 or from 2 to 8 as well. So just keep that in mind. I guess it could make sense to include the contracts. That way we just have one signal that we would need to do. We wouldn't have to go into Traders Post. I'll consider that. I'll consider that. That'll be like in the next upgrade or update is adding contracts. I'll consider it. Other thing about the new, not the new bot, but a bot is that why are we not taking longs right here? Price must really like these shorts. Oh, we're still in a position. Okay. The other thing about it is, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind. Sorry. Forgot. Yes. Minimal. Yes. Are you running out of TradingView through PineScript or link to a broker? The answer is yeah. It's technically both, but yeah. So you go TradingView script, then you connect that via webhook to Traders Post, which is here. Okay, Traders Post, right? And then from there, um, you will then connect to your broker. So Trade of 8 for me specifically could be any one of the brokers that Traders Post connects with, which is quite a few. NinjaTrader, same thing. So what do we have here? By the way, it's also frigid cold here in St. Louis. Hope the weather is decent where you guys are. Um, but it is 2 degrees. It was 0 this morning, and then it was -4. I took a screenshot. It was -4 this morning. I couldn't believe it. I usually go for a run. If it's cold, I'll go for a run. But 0, buddy, I'll freeze. Literally, I'll literally freeze. All right, what we got here. Cold in Louisville, no doubt. Martin, we'll see. Haven't decided yet. Um, Cold in Louisville. Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, it's been really cold. Went to a friend's little birthday party on Saturday night. I was at a club and it was cool. But I underdressed like hell. I did not expect it to be that. I didn't look at the weather. I just kind of thought I'd be okay. Just put some pants on and then like a t-shirt and then like a top on top of that. I was cold. Oh my god, I was cold. I was getting gassed. Damn, my shit is freezing. But I'm a serial underdresser. That is what I do. I will underdress just about any occasion. Not style wise. Style I'll always be on point. But as far as number of layers of clothing that I should have, I'll always be underdressed. All right, we should have like a partial take profit that got hit here, or a full stop rather, and then let's see. I'm looking for another trade here off this candle. Let's see what we got. I'm kind of thinking we might get one. Let's see. We have a signal that came through that basically says stop loss. Our trailing stop was hit, I think. So no trade yet. Okay. Still waiting for a trade. So this will happen too at times. You'll just have to sit here and wait for trades. I would like a long off of this though. I caught all the longs off of these. I don't know why I didn't take long off here. Maybe not enough. Maybe not enough. But okay. Brick out here, 28. Yeah, no doubt. What's the plan? Is this going to be a separate? Yes, Jackie will be separate. It will be separate, my friend. It'll be separate. And the reason for it is they're just two very different. And with the bot, there's additional costs that come into it. You have Traders Post, which is an extra $50 a month. And so that's a cost that needs to be considered as well. But yes, it'll be separate. And the other thing is, I'll probably do most of the setup for everybody anyway. So it'll just take more time, which means I will have less to. All right, that's a sell signal. Okay, here we go. You trade here. I'll have less bandwidth to be doing everything else. Now this is, I would have liked to go long off of this instead of short up here, but I'll let the bot figure it out. We have a kind of a top that I'm seeing right there. If there's 150, good. 120, nice. 200, 210. Okay, waiting around. 150, good. 160, 250, good. I should have taken that profit. Would have been even. Price is trying. It's trying to go lower, but we have buyers really stepping in at these levels down here. At that 670 level, yeah. Let's see if we can burst through it or if we're going to pull back all the way. See if we can get this one to repel down really fast. Okay, 190, good. 210, solid. Okay, I'll take a 190 on that one. I'll just be quick and get out of that one. Super solid. Reason for it is I want to get this account back to even, and we are close. We are now down 118 bucks. So pretty good. Pretty good. We're getting back. Obviously, with commissions involved, I'm only down like gross $2, but with commissions, it's more. So, all right, good trade there. And the reason I got out of this one is it's pretty rare that you do get a candle to just like cease what trend has been built. And so you guys can see here, now let's take this move for an example. Let's say we went long off of this. I would be so aggressive in getting out of this position because I just don't know that we have this much movement and then price just stops and reverses around. Had we gone long right here, unless, and I don't remember what this candle did specifically, but if this candle didn't completely just rocket ship up, then it's going to be hard for me to hold on and capture all this movement when I see this downward move right here that happened. And so I'm going to be quicker on my exits, which in this case would make me profitable and keep me from losing money, which is good. But sometimes it's going to keep me from missing out on some larger moves that could happen as well. And so there's going to be the good with the bad always. So opportunity for me to get better as a trader is to hold on to some of these moves. But for now, I'll be okay. I feel like 46. Damn. Rami, 53 that's a hell of a trade. I will take that all day. 53. I'd damn near be no shirt. 53. Lay out of the pool. Compared to 0. I don't even know why it's this cold, but whatever. I guess winter is until March, which always messes me up. By the time we get to like March 1st, I'm like, needs to be warm. It better be warm. I'll be upset if it's not warm. But I think winter ends like March 21st or something like that. And then spring begins in April. But April can have its cold days too. But I'm pretty sure that that's when winter ends, like March 20 something. Because winter doesn't start till December 21st, I believe. Like, officially winter, even though I could call winter November. Technically December. All right, so a good exit by me on this trade. I know it looked rash and quick in real time, but as you guys can see, like I didn't think we would stop momentum off this candle here. I just didn't think we would do that. And so we got price rolling up. So good choice. Now a sell up here makes sense because we haven't really gotten the chance to test these levels up here. I'm probably gonna get a sell, I think. Yeah, here we go. This is gonna be quick because I haven't seen. There's really no price history here yet to show. So let's see. We're up. We were up. Now we're down. I guess up here maybe, but not a whole lot to show there. So we're gonna have to let this one kind of play itself out. All right. There's 40. Good. $10. Okay. I'm not gonna let price make too many new highs off of me, because I don't know where price could end up here. All right, there he goes. Yeah, minus 240, 230. See if we can get a pullback here. If not, we're out. Okay, minus 140. Nice. 130. Always let price settle down first before you get out of a trade. The reason for that is sometimes you get a final push before price reverses around. Sometimes it just goes against you and you got to get out. But this one I want to see. 190, 200. Next candle. Okay. What do you want to do? That doesn't look good for me if you're only going to go down that much. Okay. That high is where I'm out. So right there for sure. Okay. Yep. Minus 290. Okay, we got out of that one. And now we're back down to $400 here. 3 something. Let me see. 450. Okay. Battling back. Battling back. We're doing okay. We battle back. And then we give up a little L there. All right, so that's a straight up L. No two ways about that one. That one we had basically no shot to get profitable. Now I have a feeling our bot's going to go short against this move again, and so let's see if we can time this one a little bit better because sometimes it happens that way. Let's see what we got. Sell, good. I'll probably take about $200 on this trade if I can get it. If I can't, we'll get out. Oof, we're going against the grain here, and it's not looking friendly so far. Okay, minus $100. 90. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the way this looks, but known to be wrong. 80, 50, good. We're crawling back down. Okay, there's 40. Even. Nice, 140, good. 180, 190, solid. New candle. Let's see if we can get a rush down for me here. Okay, we'll take 130 on that one. Again, similar concept to the previous one here. Over here is, well, we got blown out of this trade first. That stunk, right? Like, no fun. And then we get the same type of action again. We get blown out, no problem. Then we get this candle again, which is nice. So solid trade here, but time to exit. Like we're playing with, fire right now. Now this is where, again, you want to man the bot because this probably ends up being 3 or 4 losses in a row for the bot. But for you, it doesn't have to be. And truth is that every move is a huge move up until it stops, right? Until it's no longer the move. And so trying to call like over here would be a fantastic short position, like because you'd have so many opportunities. Same thing here, up and then boom, we get shot back down. Happens plenty. I guess down here, down, shot back up, down, shot back up. So these moves do stop, and the bot's pretty good at calling them. But every once in a while, you're gonna find yourself in front of a speeding train, and you just have to exit. You can't hold on. This is why I say you want to man the bot because there are some of these trades where we were profitable, barely, but we were profitable. And then we gave back some of that over here, obviously, but if we stayed in, we'd be down for sure. But this move is slowing down now, which is good. So we do have a chance to go short. Scalping BTC. Let's see. Yeah, definitely, Remy, you're right for sure. No, David, it could. You would just have to. You'd have to adjust it properly to make it fit. So does it work for scalping BTC? So here's how that would work: is you'd have to set the stop loss properly for BTC. So you might have like $100, $200, $1,000 stop, and then your take profit would be a trail of that, and the partial take profit would be probably a quarter of that, or maybe even half. And so yeah, it could work. It's just when you get those big price movements, depending on the type of volatility, it could be hard to catch those moves. But yeah, it could work. You would just have to like rig it up for BTC, but it could work. It would just you probably have less. You probably have less a lower win rate. Probably have a much lower win rate. Um, but I probably wouldn't automate something like trading Bitcoin. I'd probably just look at like where are we going long and where are we going short. The strategy basically said short, short, and short. And this one didn't work as well, but this one was money. This one was pretty good as well. And I tried it again a couple other times and did it again here, but this one's still kind of working its way. So I would look at that and say, okay, basically, if this was BTC, I'd say, all right, well, kind of looks like if we get price up here or above, we should go short. It's calling for that. We'll see. Now, again, you're getting in front of like a speeding train, and so it's going to be hard to just stop it in its tracks and catch it. But the bot does that. That's what the bot is made for. Trading off of sometimes reversals it's the hardest thing to do because you look like a moron for getting in these trades as fast as you are or at the points that you are. But when you catch them, price reverses so fast that you can make a ton of money on it. So I don't know if I would automate trading Bitcoin. I don't know if I'd automate anything crypto related. Not saying that it's a bad idea. Man, I just don't know. I don't know. But it's an idea though for sure because if you do it the right way, you have the chance to make a ton of money. So, but what platforms can you go short on cryptos on? And like, I don't even know. I'm so not in the weeds on crypto. Like I see what's going on and everything, but I just wait for the massive pullbacks and then I buy. So like we would need to get price down to about 65. I'd be a buyer of Bitcoin. Maybe even 70. I'd start buying it at like 70. I'd be a buyer of Bitcoin. All right, order block, launch. Okay, that's what we're seeing at least. So let's see what what happens with this here. But the bot could trade anything. But I have set it up so that it trades NQ very well. It'll trade ES very well too. It'll be smaller, but it'll trade ES just as fine. But I didn't create Bitcoin in mind. I didn't have Bitcoin in mind. I didn't have Forex in mind. Um, so just keep that in mind, I guess. It could work though. All right. So what are we down? Down 341. Okay, so we got a chance. We're still within range. We're within range to get back to even for sure. For sure. We got to get probably 2 trades, I think, and then we'd be good. All right, markets are looking decent. Tesla down 2% doesn't make any sense. Our win is short here. This one's interesting. This one has a chance to be pretty solid. All right, so we got a rejection up here. I'm going to go my stop somewhere up there. Now, again, when the bot's ready, you'll have a trailing stop that'll be high. You'll be able to see it. But I'm going my mental stop right here, 711. Now I'm thinking, let's see, if price can hold around this level and push back down, then we can recapture this 697 level, which is 3.4 points away, and then maybe even capture this 694 level. That'd be aggressive. So let's just see. Let's get up about 200 bucks and we'll call it and we'll see how price responds at that point. But let's see. Okay, there's 20 bucks. New candle 321. Good. 150, 230. Nice. Okay, you kind of captured my level there. And it pulled back. Let's see. Can we recapture that? We almost got to the 694, but we did get down to here, which is what I thought we would get as well. All right, so let's see. 150, 80. That's not good for me. Uh-oh. Okay, 20, 50, 90. Nice. It's 110. Not in love with this. Let's see if we can get out at 100 bucks again. I need to see price really rip, and if it doesn't do that, then it's going to be hard for me to stay in this position. Okay, there goes negative. Okay, so there goes price. 8 up. Buyer stepped in and ate this up. Let's see if this candle can give me a bit of a pullback here. If not, we're going to be sitting in the ugly. Okay, I think I'm going to get 10 bucks out of that one. Damn, because we were up 230. Damn. Yeah, we got some money out of that one, which is good, but damn. Okay. All right. We got eaten up by commissions on that one, basically. Oh man, we're trying. We are trying. We are trying, but it's been tricky to get back to even on the day here. And again, to reiterate, had we sized properly, the first three trades of the day were all L's. And they were L's because we were in too large of a position. If we just stayed in micros and started there, we would be up big time. But we're not. We'd be up like 13, 1400 bucks, I think. Um, I'll show you guys that later when we get done. But shoot, like we had a chance and we didn't get it. We didn't grab it. But this trade too, like that was crazy. The fact that we got up to 230, down to 230, it hit my level of this 697, but we ran down to 696 and then pulled back. I should have just exited right there, but never know. All right, so this move has kind of run out of steam, which is good for us because we could have another short that looks violent and that we get, a nice dip down like some of these. So anytime you got price rolling up and then stalling out, kind of like rolls up and then we stall out for a little bit, we have a chance to come back down. We might go back up again, but like we have a chance. Now I'm not sure also uh, when, let's see, I'm up since started trading. Nice, Kevmo, nice. Let's see. I know Trump is supposed to speak today at some point, and when he does, the market's going to go dumb. Like it just does. It's just how it does with him. And so, and go crazy up or down. I have no idea. I have no clue which way. So we'll see. But I don't want to be a part of the market when it is doing that, especially with the bot, because we could be really right and make a ton of money, or be really wrong and lose a ton of money. And that is not, it's not a place I want to be. Now it looks like hopefully we'll have the updates tomorrow, is what am being told. So got a couple folks working on some things and put it all together when it's ready. And so fingers crossed I will have it before market open. If we don't, then we don't. But hoping. Okay, so obviously buyers are eating up all of this. Any pushback of price, buyers are just eating up. I have a feeling if this extends like this, we're gonna jump into a sell. I mean, it'll be another really tricky one because price is really skying. So we'll see. Kevin, I'm loving Tops of X. Can't wait to see so we can import strategies like yours. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Kevmo, no doubt. Okay, stop loss, new trade, sell. Yep. Okay, there we go. 150. Nice. I'm gonna take a quick 110 on that. I know it's really fast, and I probably could have a little bit more, but that was perfect. That was perfect. That was really nice. This thing might roll down some more, but that's exactly what I'm hoping for. Every time that we get a trade like that, again, I'm not going to be like Mr. Ego. I know the strategy is going to have its L's, but I can make them better. Okay, I've been trading at about an 80% win rate with this thing the past 3 or 4 market days that I've had it with this specific update. Right, so I've been above 80% every time I've traded, and a couple times in the 90s. Yeah. So like I'm really nice with it. The thing that we have to understand is the bot is going to take moves off of some of these higher points. It's going to basically try and catch a reversal. Nothing wrong with that. But when you go against the grain like this, you only get so much time before the rest of the market and the trend picks up. Okay. When you get a trend, you obviously have, in this case, more buyers than sellers. Okay. But there will be times where sellers can step in and push price back down. That doesn't mean the move is over. The uptrend is still continuing. But if we can get ourselves in a trade and make some money fast and then jump out, then we can really avoid a loss potentially. And then trying to fight the trend. The trend is your friend. The bot likes to take shorts off of all these things, which is fine with me. I don't care. So I want it to do because it's very accurate. But when you have a trade like that, like I learned my lesson before. We were up 230, didn't take profit, ended up being like $100 or whatever, something like that, or maybe it was $20, I think, or something like that. But that one we got up closer to two, I think, 170, 160. Then we took profit at 110 or whatever it was. So like sometimes you just have to let you got to just take the ego out of it and just jump out and then keep it going and keep it going. Because most of these trades are pretty good, and just about all of these trades have a chance for you to be profitable, which is good. But doesn't mean you can just sit back and wait. And this is kind of what I mean by not like if you wanted to set it up to run automatically, you can. Just know the bot when it's trending up like this is going to take shorts, and when it's trending down, it's going to take longs. And for the most part, it's correct because the market doesn't just trend. Okay. And like it will take most of these trades and be accurate. By the way, just to keep in mind here, we had a long trade here. I'll measure these out. Long trade here. Top of that trade was 40 points. Long trade here. Top of that trade was 45 points. And then we had a long trade here. Top of that one was 73 points. So really nice. So the bot will catch some incredible moves. But for the most part, it's going to try and catch the top of some of this chop and then write it back down. And we should be good for 5 to 15 points. Like that's super solid. We shouldn't need more than that. And then we just use the law of large numbers. We take a ton of trades because we're going to be accurate. When we lose, we lose. When we win, we win. We're going to win ideally 75% of the time. And I will take those odds all day. So did you release the bot? Joe, Wabi, and New did not. Yeah, Kevmo, Top Step X, we're gonna see. It's a lot. It's a lot to have your own platform and things. Um, like it really is, and so I'm not sure how they're gonna be able to do it. But really appreciate you guys watching. To 31 of you guys watching, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the live stream. I really appreciate you guys. Um, but yeah, having your own platform is tough. Like there's so many things you have to consider. And so yeah, I'm not sure what they're gonna be able to or what they're gonna allow or not allow. But I've heard good things about Top Step X. But again, if I can't do what I want to do on it, then I can't use it. So yeah, yeah. Um, the truth is like every trend looks like a trend that's never going to stop until it does, and every time it's choppy, it looks like it's going to chop forever until it doesn't. Part of the game. But this is ugly chop, and this is ugly trend rather. So this is good if you want to go short off some of these points. You could, you can make a decent amount of money. But it is ugly though, no doubt. This is ugly, and so we're still obviously going to move up. I don't expect us to get something like this to occur, although it is possible. We could certainly have that. Um, I think the market is telling us, yeah, buddy, we're gonna go for green here. We're not gonna mess around. Can't believe the 10-year is down a whole percent. That's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. Okay. Sorry about that. I had they reinstated. Oh, finish this. Um, they reinstated TikTok. Sorry, they reinstated TikTok, and which is good. I like TikTok a lot. But they didn't reinstate CapCut, which is I guess owned by ByteDance as well. Which I don't think I realized that. I should have known, but I didn't. And CapCut is how I do all my editing because it's very simple, very user friendly. But it is not reinstated. It is not. So I have to check. Maybe it was today or something. I haven't looked at all yet. But oh, welcome back. Nice. Okay, cool. We're back. CapCut is back. All right, never mind. Anyway, but I had to. So I used Adobe like yesterday and Adobe Premiere to edit some of the videos, and that shit is so complicated. I can't even begin to explain it to you. Like I'm not tech savvy, but like I'm not the quickest with a bunch of new things, and I'm not a video editor. I am not a uh, graphic designer. By you guys can tell, all my thumbnails and everything else are basically like me putting things together that look, I think, hopefully decent. Anyway, um, using Adobe was a nightmare. I was like, this is so difficult. I don't even know how people use it. I'm sure if I gave it like 3 weeks and only used it, I'd be decent with it. But I am thankful to have a CapCut back. But I did find a new one that's pretty good too. We'll see. Okay. So still okay. Short here. Okay, good. Nice. Let's see what we got. Looking for about $100 on this one. So we're gonna need price to really flop down for us. Okay. Not looking good. Wondering if there is a chart that I can leverage to look at and see where price is. Minus 200. All right, so that up there, that's really high though. 35. Okay, I'll use that. 35 on the 5 minute. Okay. If we get to that 35 level, then we're gonna be out of this trade. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if we can get a dip below our entry here and catch something. Not looking good so far though. It's gonna be tough to go against the grain like this. Let's see. Nice. Not nice. Let's see. This might be a multi-candle trade here, although I don't want it to be. Is if we keep failing to make new highs, that's good. But if we can't make new lows, somewhere around the 719 level makes sense to me for price to kind of fall to. Maybe 722. That'd be about 5 points for us. High times 2 is 10, times 20 is 200, so that'd be fine. But let's see. Okay. -3. All right. Looks like it's got to get worse before it gets better. Let's find out. 360, 340. Not looking good here. This would be a wild swing if it came back to us, though. I don't think it's going to. Well, that was something. Waiting around here. We kind of have to clear this 27 level, about 3.5 points. We have to clear that. If we get to that, I think we've got a good chance. But we have to, yeah, basically get below here, 27.50. And then that gives us a chance to look at this entry price as a realistic option. So there it is. Now let's see if we can hold here or if we're going to continue to snap back up. This trade's really long. Not a huge fan of it. Let's see. We've been down to basically $200 to $300 this whole trade, so that's nothing new. Very bullish right here. Buyers holding. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly here. Let's see. 7 points out, so probably not gonna look at getting an exit here. 350, it's fine. What do we got? What do we got? How random. You just have price basically sitting in this zone or melting up, so that's not good for me at all. But we could have a candle like one of these big red ones that comes through. That could be a saving grace for us. Let's see. Pushing up again to that level. Okay, there we go, minus 420. All right, we're out. So we're done with this trade. Price gets to our level, it holds, and it's probably gonna run through. So solid, or tough one there, tough trade there. We were up maybe a couple nickels, but we didn't really have a chance to get out. So I think we're gonna end the day down. Whoops. What is our end the day minus 665? Not terrible. Let's go to Tradevate so I can show you why I'm more optimistic than I should be for today. So I try to get profitable on the entire day, but I made too many mistakes at the beginning with too much risk. All right, so Tradevate, we're down 600 bucks. All right, demo here, settings. Okay, now if I'm gonna go to orders really quick. And we began the day right here trading. Let me see. We began the day trading normal size minis, so not great, right? We traded ATR was too high, our stop loss was too small. Like it was not responsible on my end at all. Bad decision making by me. Bad by me. Now we flip over at 921 from minis, or from minis to micros. Okay, so 21 right here, yeah. And then we jump over here. Now at 926, this is when I got responsible and started trading just 8 micros, and then we started to crawl back. So if I go from 926, and this is just a learning lesson for me, right? So 9, not 56, but 26. Hold on here. We're gonna see where my actual profitability was. To 1157 is fine. This is all fine. If I hit go, performance, go, we're actually up $1,000 with a break-even trades 2% with an 80%, 81% win rate. So really good. I can't believe we have a break-even. That's actually fire. I've actually never seen that break. I've never seen a break-even. So pretty good. We took some big losses, 590, but we had a decent win at 430. So solid. But like really good. 80% with a proper risk management, right? Proper risk management. I'm down 600 bucks because I literally made $1,600 of error the first like 3 or 4 trades, just trading too big. And so this is part of the thing that I have to work through is, again, had those trades worked out, I'd be up like, $5,000, which whatever. But they didn't. And so I had to use some responsible measures and resize my account for what made sense. And this is what we got. So once I changed the time frame from this moment, that very last losing trade, to like early in the morning, 9:25, super solid, super solid. So nothing to be upset about. Very encouraging for today. But now we know, okay, we need to size properly for the spot to be effective, which done. Anyway, all right, so I will see y'all later on tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have updates. If we don't, we don't. We'll have to trade this same thing again tomorrow. But then Thursday, we'll definitely have them. So either way, stay green, stay positive. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for tapping in, and have a very good one. I'll see y'all.